If you're driving on the Costa del Sol and you see this ball, you know you're in Fuengirola. Hey guys, welcome back to the High Homes YouTube channel and welcome to the Fuengirola Area Guide. So if you guys are thinking to come to the Costa del Sol on a vacation or actually to relocate, Fuengirola is a must visit location. It's more local than Marbella, it's more urban than Estepona, and we're gonna find out what makes Fuengirola Fuengirola. The beach, the buzz, the people, the food, all these things together that make this place so unique. Are you guys ready? Let's go. Fuengirola is located midway between Malaga and Marbella. It's about 15 minutes each side with a car. Fuengirola is located by train to the Malaga airport, and we have 3 train stations. You have Torreblanca, Carvajal, and Fuengirola Centro. Super important to know as well is that Fuengirola has a bus station that actually connects all the inlands and Marbella with the famous line M220. So super well connected. Right, so here on the Playa de la T, we're going to be talking about the layout. And by the way, guys, in today's area guide, we've decided to come out a bit later. So when we walk through the center, you guys are going to be able to see what the life is like after 6 p.m. So it's our first area guide, a bit more in the afternoon. We hope you guys enjoy it. So let's talk about the layout. Fuengirola is laid out in the following different districts. On the west side, we have the Sohail Castle. That's the start of Fuengirola. We have, let's say, the river of Miramar, the big commercial center of Miramar towards the north. Then we have the Centro Histórico, the historic center of Fuengirola. We have the Paseo Marítimo that connects the beach point to point all the way to Benalmádena. And then we have the east side, which is called Los Boliches. And just for you guys to know, Los Boliches belongs to Fuengirola. But for locals, there's a massive difference if you're from Los Boliches or you're from Fuengirola. And the divider is the river. And after that, we have the area of Torreblanca, which is a bit more further east towards Los Boliches, and a superb area of houses, villas, and fantastic suburban lifestyle. When we talk about these different areas, all these areas are very, very urban. So when we're talking about the urban areas, we don't find, let's say, suburban locations. Everything is mostly urban with the exception of Torreblanca, which is what we would call suburban. So let's keep on walking. Let's show you the rest of Fuengirola. And by the way, a shout out to you guys if you're interested in looking at other area guides of beautiful Costa del Sol. On our channel, on the High Homes YouTube channel, we've got area guides for Estepona, Marbella, the real hotspots of Costa del Sol. So check them out. We hope you enjoy them. Let's keep on going. We are on what we call the Paseo Marítimo that connects the entire beachfront of Fuengirola. It's a beautiful stretch and lovely for, evening walks, morning jogs. It's lovely. In this location, we want to talk to you guys about how Mijas and Fuengirola are sort of fused. And what I mean by that is that Fuengirola and Mijas actually have boundaries which are not very clear. So you can be walking in, a certain street in Fuengirola, and all of a sudden you're in Mijas. Actually, Mijas and Fuengirola fuse towards the north. For example, the area of Miramar is not actually Fuengirola. It belongs to Mijas, but people from Fuengirola will refer to it as part of Fuengirola. Right, so here it is. This is the river, and this is an eternal battle between people of Fuengirola. If you live on that side of the river, you're from Fuengirola. And if you live on that side of the river, you're a bolichero or a bolichera. The people from Los Boliches, even though they're part of Fuengirola, they feel like they're different. And they have their own sort of mini identity, and it's a super actual fun rivalry among the local population. Something which is unique about Fuengirola is that it's super Spanish, and that's something which it doesn't lose. It doesn't lose its Spanish charm, but it has a super international community. There are 2 very big communities of Scandinavians, actually Finnish, Norwegian, and Swedish. There are so many Finnish and Norwegians, especially in the area of Los Boliches. And fun fact, there even is a Swedish school and even a Finnish church. These places are there for the international community. And actually, like I said, even though it's super Spanish, it's super international, which is great. While we're driving to our next stop, which is the historical center of Fuengirola, I wanted to take a moment to tell you guys what this beachfront sort of Paseo Marítimo looks like. It's really one of the most beautiful parts of town. And right now it's around 6:40, so people have just finished work, and the crowd's starting to form, evening walks. It's really, really unique. And this entire stretch, Paseo, is full with commercial properties. What I mean by that is you'll find restaurants, bars, great nightlife throughout the entire city. And what makes Fuengirola very different to other cities of Malaga is that it's super walkable, super compact, and super well connected. We've just taken a turn, and something that's really nice is that the Paseo Marítimo, or the beachfront promenade, is super well connected to the old town. It's literally just 5-minute walk depending where you are. And we are now arriving at the Plaza de la Constitución, where the local church is, and we're gonna show you all about it. We're gonna tell you everything you guys need to know. We brought you here to Plaza de la Constitución. Behind me is the local church where, you know, you'll see people getting married, you know, you'll have the misa on Sunday, really authentically Spanish. Here is where we wanna talk to you guys about how outdoorsy Fuengirola is. We're gonna take you into Plaza Los Chinorros in a moment, which is, you know, the essence of the old town of Fuengirola, and you're gonna see all these cafes and restaurants. Fuengirola is super outdoorsy. Not only that, people love to spend time outside doing sports, on the paseo, walking, beach volley, absolutely everything. And it's a really important moment to say that Fuengirola is super child friendly. We did a video on the Costa del Sol and how child friendly it is and what it's like to relocate with kids. You guys can check that out. It wouldn't be Spain if on a square like this, you don't have a few old retirees chilling, relaxing, and enjoying the views. Before we get to Plaza de los Chinorros and show you what, you know, these beautiful squares look like, we want to show you what High Street Fuengirola looks like. This is Avenida Conde de San Isidro. It's the main avenue and artery of the city that connects all the way from Los Boliches and connects to the bus station. So this is what High Street looks like. It's full of shops and it's really close to actually the Paseo Marítimo. Right, so perfect moment actually to tell you guys what we're seeing as we see it, so you experience the real Fuengirola and also Spain. So these things you see behind me are what we call kioscos, and kioscos are small little shops on the street that sell a variety of things. They sell drinks so you can stay cool in summer. They sell chewing gums and sweets for kids. You know, Spanish kids love to run to the kiosco with some pocket money and buy all these typical Spanish sweets. And then in the bigger centers, they'll also sell newspapers. So that's where the Spanish people get their newspapers from. This is it. This is world famous Plaza de los Chinorros, and this is full of tapa places. This place behind me is Casa Colón, and if you guys don't know Fuengirola, you've never been here before, this is a must try. Absolutely amazing food and very well presented, and one of the favorite for locals. There you go, top tip. But there's much more than just tapas. Fuengirola offers so much. So from Mare Nostrum concerts in the summer, where actually artists from all over the world come and play their music, from incredible events at Sohail and unique venues like the gallery. We're gonna show you guys a bit of what it looks like. So we've been talking about Fuengirola and what Fuengirola has to offer. Tapas, adventure, you know, events, but it's also important for families, you know, when it comes to outdoor activities for kids, to know two things. Fuengirola has its own biopark. It's a zoo in the urban center that has some of the most incredible animals and one of the most incredible night zoos, I think, in Europe. And apart from that, we have Aquamijas just north of the city, our own aquapark. And then you have the Spanish nightlife. So just a few streets in, the vibe totally flips. It's completely different. This is where the locals party. This is where the locals have a great time in the nightlife. And if you want to experience that, you have to check it out. Around the area of Plaza de Constitución, you have all these typical restaurants that open past midnight, where people enjoy dinners and then sort of wine flows until past midnight. Families, kids running around on the squares. It's exactly what Spanish nightlife is all about. Let's talk important facts for parents possibly moving to Fuengirola with kids. Fuengirola offers a great variety of schools, from Spanish schools at all levels to some really amazing international schools, also from primary all the way through to secondary. It's important to mention that some really popular schools, such as the Swedish school, exist in Fuengirola among many other schools, including British, international, so you have a variety to choose from. Let's talk healthcare. Fuengirola has some really great services. We have a local Quirón, which is a private clinic, great for day-to-day consults, and then we have public consultation all scattered around the town, and then you have the big Costa del Sol hospital, which is actually on the way towards Marbella, and that's the one that covers this city. And just 20 minutes down the road, you have the public hospitals of Malaga. So you're very well covered with a very nice connection and network of healthcares and hospitals around the area. So that's it, guys. That is Fuengirola, a town that is buzzing, life all year round, a beautiful, perfect sort of blend of typical Spanish Andalusian charm with international community, incredible amenities, great restaurants, great nightlife. It's something that you definitely need to have on your radar if you're thinking of relocating to Costa del Sol. If you're an urban person and want everything within walking distance, this might just be the perfect spot for you. And we'll finish on the following. Guys, if you want to stay posted with content just like this, press that button, subscribe to the High Homes YouTube channel, and we're going to keep you guys posted with videos just like these. And if you're interested in exploring other areas of the Costa del Sol, go to the High Homes YouTube channel and check out our Costa del Sol area guide playlist, where we have plenty of options and plenty of videos just like these. Until the next time, guys, hasta luego.